Alright, so Batman, The Dark Knight. Go see it, definitely. Uh, it was worth the wait, and I've said this before to other people. I don't think I've ever said it in I can't remember ever saying this in a YouTube video, but I really think that they're doing Batman right, with their current cast and their current style, going for a more, realist type bent with the movie, and not. I'm not saying that I have anything against the more, comic book-esque style. I think Tim Burton's movies were good for their time, but I was pretty disillusioned after Batman and Robin. And in fact, I saw it on television the other night, and it made me want to fly to Hollywood and smash Joel Schumacher's face in. But, yeah, I think they're doing the Batman franchise right this time. And just for example, the Joker, even though, Jack Nicholson's Jack Nicholson, and nothing's going to change that fact, but putting aside all the hype about Heath Ledger's performance, just the fact that they're portraying the Joker as just this, wild-eyed anarchist who just wants to destroy for the fuck of it, seems much more in line with the spirit of the character. And so yeah, it's definitely worth the time to see. I will say that it's obvious. It was obvious to me that it was filmed in Chicago. I already knew that. I didn't need to watch the movie to see that. But of course, it's one of those things that you only hear about after the fact. Like, if I had known that they were in the middle of shooting the movie, I would have, driven down to the set like every day and begged to be an extra or something in the movie. I would have found a way to be in that fucking movie. And if you look at the license plates in the movie, if you haven't already seen it, pay attention to the license plates. They are Illinois license plates, except for they say Gotham instead of Illinois. It's even in the same, kind of cursive font. So, yeah, especially the scenes where you see the river, that's a dead giveaway that it's Chicago, at least to me. Of course, when they pull back and show the wide shot of Gotham, it's a CG shot, because they can't just have it be Chicago. That would be a dead giveaway. But yeah, other than that, I had a terrible time finding the theater, because my dad, of course, was like, "Oh yeah, it's a couple miles down the road," and so I drove past it, and I thought, well, okay, I've driven this far, and obviously he did not intend for me to go this far, because it's this, 4:30 or whatever the showtime was that I was going to go to. It was 4:30 then, and I was still driving, and he would, if it was that far away, I'm sure he would have told me to leave earlier. But when I stopped to ask for directions, the people, they seemed like they knew where they were talking about, but they clearly didn't. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's further down that way," and I was like, really further down the way I've been, driving?" And they're like, "Yeah, by this bowling alley or something, and this other thing." And so I wasted even more time driving in the wrong direction trying to find it, and it was ridiculous. And of course, this is Florida, it's hot, it's humid, and I was trying not to run the air conditioner to save gas, so I'm sweating, I'm thirsty, I gotta, all these other things. And by the time I actually got to the movie theater, I had to park like 250 yards away, and just wanted to punch somebody, really, by the time I got there. So, yeah, I'm not going to go into much detail about the movie, because I don't want to give any spoilers away, but I think it's better than the first, just because it has the obvious advantage of not having to spend a great portion of its plot on backstory and establishing it. It pretty much assumes, okay, you know what's going on from the previous movie, or you're familiar with Batman, and it just jumps right in. And so there's much more to it than the first movie. After they don't have to deal with all the backstory. I think people understand what I'm saying. That's it.